Welcome, Libra, to your mid-month reading for April. Hope you friends are doing great out there. Okay, guys, let's get in here and see what's going on with you. Best messages coming out. I do have that full moon out, so if you guys are interested in that, go ahead and take a look there. It is in your playlist. Okay, let's see. If you guys are looking for a personal reading, you can find all of that in the description area, along with my second channel if you are interested in meditation, hypnosis, meditative music. Try to get it all in there. Okay, let's see what's going on. Best messages coming out for the beautiful Libra. What's going on with Libra? We got the Devil coming out. It's talking about working hard, contemplating, really building yourself up that ladder, detaching yourself, being free from situations, not feeling like you have any lack right now. Capricorn energy is a beautiful energy when it talks about working hard, going after material items, working yourself up that ladder, moving, being strong, stable, remembering, that you have no limiting beliefs, that you can move mountains. Any seed you plant will grow, right? As long as you keep nourishing it. So let's see what's going on here. I love that it's in reverse because that's saying that you do not have any restricting beliefs. You're going to feel this energy shift. There's an energy shifting around you. You're going to feel very self-disciplined. You're going to feel like you are going where you need to be going. There's going to be this willpower, this control of this direction of where you want to go. Stabilizing yourself. We do have a Neptune going into Aries. So, that's going to help you with that dream-like area, but yet keeping yourself very, fiery, impulsive, ready to rock, bringing that fire to yourself. Overcoming bad luck. Ooh, okay. So it looks like you are breaking cycles over here and coming out of a negative phase. A place where you felt like there was no control, that you didn't have any control. And now the universe says, I'm in control, but I'm bringing back some control to you. Whoa, okay. Wow, okay, because you have 3 major arcanas going on here, my friends. So it's saying, yes, you were in a place that you had no control because it was fated. It was out of your hands. You know that it was out of your hands. But I have the reins as well, but I'm also going to allow you to have some freedom, and I'm going to allow you to have some reign as well. Allowing yourself to put yourself where you need to be. Because there was some resistance to change, but you've broken that cycle. So here, let me throw you some reins over here so that you can direct yourself to where you need to be, because that karmic is over. You just came out of a karmic cycle where there is no control. Now it's saying, okay, you don't have any resisting beliefs. You're not in that area. You've broken that karmic cycle. I'm going to guide you towards healthier. I want to say plantations. I don't know why. It's just the word I'm getting, so that's fine. Healthier plantations, healthier places. Why do I get these weird things in my head? It's like, how old is my spirit guide, right? And here she is. My spirit guide says, I'm guiding you. The divine is guiding you towards a place where you feel poised, where your intuition is open, calm, nourishing. That's so funny because I was like, what are you talking about? And then she pops up. That's so crazy. That is my spirit guide's card. When I meditate, I always look for her to come up. That's so funny. But yeah, it's saying you're poised, you're ready, you're nurtured, you're ready to rock and roll. Right, you're in your intuitive place. Your emotions are going to be calmer. You're coming back to calmer waters. Everything that you felt like was, oh my gosh, it's kind of like you felt like the universe was resisting your change, but yet you were also in a resistance of change. So you could have felt at one time, Libra, that you were being pulled into one direction, but you were resisting going to that direction, maybe because of fear of the unknown, not sure, not feeling balanced about that situation. We see the balance with the Chariot of the two Sphinx, saying, okay, is this balanced or what? And then you have the balance over here of the two castles. See how everything is balanced within this card. There has to be a mutual balance going on. So it could have felt like there was a lot of turbulent water and everything is really imbalanced, so I can't figure out which foot to put out first. But it was karmic. You could have felt like you were dealing with somebody who was a lot of manipulation, all talk, haphazard. There's a lot of self-expression going on. And you could have felt like you were wasting a lot of time. You could have felt like you were moving someplace hasty, or even doing things that were hasty, but it still wasn't good, and it wasn't breaking any cycle because it wasn't meant to be at the time. You had to learn a lesson from some situation. And a lot of it was releasing self-limiting beliefs, detaching from things so that you can feel that you're free, not feeling like you have lack of. It could even be this person who was not respecting your needs, your values. You could even felt like you were being a little selfish towards yourself by not allowing yourself. Because Spirit is saying you were kind of selfish to yourself by not allowing the change. But I just feel like there was a lot of confusion. I still think that somebody was confusing you. And, when people want to just talk, and they don't do any action, it could cause a lot of grief, a lot of putting my foot in the wrong path, not having the self-confidence because nothing seems to be really going in my way because I didn't have any control over this situation. Creative opportunities. Now, Spirit is saying you have all these creative opportunities coming. You have the Page of Cups now. You're going to find this new love, this new happiness, and new love, new joy, new found, just this like fresh energy coming towards you. There's going to be a lot more possibilities. You're going to find that you are putting yourself into a place because the water, you know what I mean? Because you're in calmer waters now. Everything's going and moving so smoothly that you're going to actually feel like you have the opportunity to actually go the way you want things to go now without everything backfiring. It just feels like there was a lot of backfire. And getting out of that Mercury retrograde, a lot of times there is a lot of backfire. And, retrogrades are about karmics. Did you learn what you need to learn? Yada, yada. Are you going to do it this way, that way? Seeking personal closure from this situation to align yourself for your own personal values. Now it's almost like you were overwhelmed by choices. You could have been overwhelmed by choices as well. Especially if you have this person over here trying to give all these different things out. Maybe they're giving you too many things. And that also can make us imbalanced and make us confused. So now you're like, where's the fantasy from the reality? You won't have all those choices now because now you're going to feel like there's that control again. You are now in control. There's the control. And you can conserve a lot of this new energy and this new control by keeping yourself where you need to be. There could have been something too here about overspending money, just maybe on nonsense, not realizing it. And now I can conserve this money and I can save this money. I don't feel like I'm overspending anymore. So definitely having this place where you now feel like you're completely in control of situations. If things always kept breaking around you, now you just feel like everything's back to where it needs to be. Things are going to break no matter what. You can't sit, don't make it into this horrible thing, you know, of, oh my God, and then that broke it. Oh my God. Because you just make more things break, right? We have to always ask ourselves, why do things really break in threes? It's because you're so pissed off that you give energy towards the first thing breaking. Then you give energy and it makes the next thing break until it gets to the overall, right? Sometimes I swear that's what it is. I've tested this theory. It is pretty true. But then sometimes it's not. I have to tell you, sometimes it is true and sometimes it's not. Sometimes it just works that way. It's really weird. Try that though, because I had 2 things breaking and the third one never came. Because I was like, okay, we're just going to get this done. Okay, that really sucks. Okay, let's do this. And then the third one never came. And I was like, whoa, how come? I think it's because I didn't feed so much negative energy into, you know, oh God, what next? You know what I'm saying? Or, I don't know. It's almost like we're controlled and we're meant to see it happen that way. And I was just kind of knew it. I was like, if I say this and it didn't happen, I'm working on that. I'll keep you guys in touch about that. You know what I mean? Because that did happen, and it just happened a couple of months ago, and I was like, whoa, hold on. I learned something. I'm going to try this now that it's happening. So you do have the King of Pentacles to the Tower. Yeah, there was definitely a Tower moment for you. But you're having this revelation. And I feel like this was in the past, and this is how you're getting through this. Because you can't get to the wealth, you can't get to the glory until after you have the storm. Because through manifestations, if you really want something big, a lot of times we have to go through the karmics. We have to go through the chaos so that we can make room for the things that are good. So I do see that you went through the tower to make it to the wealth. But you've stayed very disciplined about the situation. And I find that right now, Libra, you're going to find this discipline. You're going to find so much more discipline within this situation. Because you had that tower moment. The discipline is sitting on top of the Chariot, and the tower is on that bad luck Wheel of Fortune. So I do feel like you did have some kind of suffering in silence type of scenario with the Nine of Swords. We don't see the Nine of Swords. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be next, but no, what's next is going to be the Nine of Cups, to where I felt like I had lost everything. But I do feel the suffering in silence no matter what. But you do have the Nine of Cups too, where I thought I felt empty and I felt drained and emotionally blocked. I'm now getting my Nine of Cups. Everything is coming back around. I'm going to feel that love. I'm starting to feel that self-love. I'm starting to refill my cup. And then you're going to have this Page of Cups. Oh my gosh. So right when you start feeling like you're refilling your cup of love, you're starting to put all these new fresh energies back into yourself. No matter what shit hit the fan. It's going to be different for everyone, and it doesn't matter. The whole point is it hit hard. To where you felt like the universe may have been against you, or this is the shittiest luck, whatever it is. You're now going to see all of that changing around. You've learned whatever it was that you were supposed to learn about the situation, and you're now being divinely guided away from it. You can't sit there forever unless you want to. And this is not saying that Libra wants to sit in this shitty hole forever. No, it's saying you had sudden insights. You calmed yourself down. You calmed your emotions. You started looking at the bigger picture. Something grabbed your attention. You know, something is grabbing your attention right now. Something is saying, no. I still feel like it grabbed it towards the somewhere between the beginning of the month. Something has happened. Something started grabbing your attention. Right just before this mid-month. It could have been the full moon. Maybe you wanted to release. Maybe you do your full moon rituals. You're like, you know what, I'm going to release this. However, maybe someone said something. Who knows? The point is that you're turning this around. And instead of repressing your emotions from yourself, you're giving them back to yourself, which brings in the Page of Cups. You want that Page of Cups, my friends. The Page of Cups is the dreamer. It's that sensitivity. It's that new love. It's this happy surprise. It's where the creative opportunities, intuitive messages, and curiosities come. It's where you want to feel childlike again, so that way you can have that childlike feeling within yourself if anything is possible. It's like the child at Christmas. That child doesn't believe that they're not going to get everything that they want. They believe anything is possible. Not unless they've been screwed that way, right? You're a bad kid. You're not getting anything. That's terrible. I guess that was right. Why does it feel so? Oh, it's because of this one. So why does that feel so weird? But no, it's saying that this is where you're getting the bigger. What did I just say? That's where you're getting the bigger picture. There's something there, something that's hitting you and making you overcome all the challenges and the understandings, putting you back into your leadership role. It could even be this Sagittarius. It could be a Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, it could be anybody, but that could be coming in to show you the bigger picture. But it doesn't matter in the end, because it's all about you and about how you're perceiving it. It's about how you're taking back the control. There's our Nine of Swords. What did I say over here? You're probably right. And the Nine of Swords, here's the Nine of Swords. They want to use the Nine of Swords this way. That's fine. It's saying you're getting out of your comfort zone. Deep-seated fears. You're no longer feeling like you're, stuck in a nightmare. So it's showing that there's hope. No more stressed out about that situation. No longer feeling overwhelmed about the situation, no longer worried about any kind of fantasies or how you were allowing your mind to build bigger problems than what really existed to begin with. Getting out of that, manifesting, finding financial opportunities, finding these new ambitions, having this Page of Pentacles come to you with this news that says, I have this developing idea for you. I have this news for you. It's a solid plan. It's something solid, something that's going to make you jump, something that's going to make you feel very ambitious about the situation, something that's going to make you not want to sit in this comfort zone ever again. When it comes to this situation. Why? Because you have figured it out. You've figured out what it is you need to know, right? Get out of that bed. Get up, brush your hair. Get out of those jammies that you've been laying in for 3 days. Brush your teeth. Reminds me of Practical Magic, guys. You guys ever watch that movie? Get out of bed and, oh my God, brush your teeth. It's a great movie. If you guys have never watched that, it's a good one. It totally reminds me of that, though. But yeah, overcoming and fighting and taking your last stance. There could have been some victimhood. A lot of times when we go through these things, I know nobody wants to hear that. I don't want to play victim. We play victim all the time, my friends. Let's get real, right? Anytime we're in this sad sorrow area of, I can't have that, the world hates me, that's playing victim. So getting out of this victimhood that you've had allows you to become the dreamer again. Allows you to see what is really there for you. Allows you to move into this place of manifestation. And allows you to understand that the world is your oyster. It's not just some prison. I know the Tower wants you to believe it's a prison, that you're stuck up there, right? Oh, I'm stuck in a prison. No, it's allowing you to see deep and intuitively within yourself and remind yourself that you are a soul on a human journey. The actions that I take make a huge difference. It's not about where I'm stuck. It's about how I can become unstuck. What next choices can I make? Where can I put my foot? Moderately moving towards your purpose and finding your power. Having the mental breakthrough, the understanding of yourself and the self-growth. Yeah, you know what? I was stuck in a tower. I was stuck in a tower. You know, and I hated it here, and, you know, and woe is me, I'm playing victim, as we all do. But then I had this ray of sunshine came through this tower window and realized, you know what? How far am I going to let this thing crumble? It's not going to kill me. So then it was just like you had this, right? Or somebody gave you this. And here you are, and you're so beautiful. And look, you're doing it. You have this new success, this newfound idea, this new bright idea that hit you. The divine is guiding you through this process. A lot of you, it could be your own guardian angel. As I said, this is my guardian angel. You know, that's my spirit guide. You know, and she's literally saying in this reading, you are divinely guided by these what? Angels, by the divine, by your higher self. Your higher self doesn't want to get stuck there. Do you think for anything in the world your higher self really wants you to come have a human experience? And then, yeah, it wants to experience all these little things, all these towers, all these things, because it helps it grow. But do you think it wants you to sit there forever? No, it's like, get up, brush your teeth, let's go. Put on new clean clothes, let's get up. We gotta, like the world's our oyster, we gotta go. We gotta go, Libra. We're fast, we're moving, we gotta go. There's a whole world out there. You're not stuck in one place. Absolutely not. Get off your pole. This ain't the gallows pole. Get off your pole. You're done thinking. We're ready to rock. My gosh, you guys are going to have a beautiful mid-month. It's like so nurturing, and you guys even could have this beautiful, you know, earth sign that's coming in. It could be earth or fire. I see both. He's coming in to just like pull you out of this circumstance to make you understand. It's just all about this love and this understanding and this nurturing, this being practical about a situation, right? Finding your true commitments to the situation. It's all about practicality. It's all about learning to test the waters, get through what it is you truly want, get out there, enjoy life. Find where you can give and receive. You've given so much to so many people, my friends. You are the Empress. Remember who you are, why you came, and what your soul's journey is. And I'll tell you what it's not. It's not to be stuck in a damn tower. Okay? No. That tower, they said, I want you to use it for your awakening. You know what? And I want you to use it so that you get rid of all the shit that's no longer needed. We don't need that no more. Release it. So we can have room for the good. So we can have room for the new ideas, the new purposes, the new you. We go through new us all the time. We know this too. I mean, all you have to do is look back through your life. Were you the same at this age to this age? No. Why? Absolutely not. You are. And for some of you, you got a beautiful new love coming in. The Emperor to the Empress. Woo-hoo-hoo. That's hot. And also have the Queen of Pentacles too. The King of Pentacles. Wow. Wealth, stability, in control. You will maintain balance through this challenge. You will find the peace. You will find the peace to get to exactly what it is that you need, which is your overall reward. Know it. Do it. Don't hesitate. If this is love, let's look. Attraction. Wow. Separation. Retreat. So the card you have is you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. You're going through a separation. For some of you, take what resonates, what doesn't. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. It's time to disconnect from the world. Love yourself first. Let's go through that self-love. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive because you have this engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So Take that how it works. And I do have flirt at the bottom, so whoa, somebody may be coming in very flirty and fun. Look at that, got fun at the bottom. It's time for fun. Wow, guys, you guys are amazing. Okay. Overall message for the beautiful Libra. Guys, if you liked this, hit that big old like button. And if you want to join the family, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That way you get your videos when they come out. And if you really want them, hit that big old bell ringer. That way you know that you definitely are not going to miss them. Okay, perfect timing. Ooh, that perfect timing. This is all about perfect timing. You were in the waiting zone. And it's kind of crazy because it's almost like you knew you were in the waiting zone, to get to this area. Why? Because you had to look for the signs. You had to get through the karmic test. You had to find the forgiveness. You have helpful people on their way. So there's no need to worry, my friends. Keep communicating clearly, and the universe is right there with you because you are being divinely guided through this situation. So no matter what, always trust within the process. Ooh. You guys are beautiful as always, and I will see you next time. Peace and love. Bye-bye.